Oh, welcome back to Homestead Ranch. Don't laugh at my shirt. I'm getting ready to go swimming here in a minute, and I'm in my husband's shirt. You think it's new fashion? It's great, huh? So let's talk about, do you have to have fertilizer to grow vegetables? I've done a comparison, and I'm going to show you all of my lettuce. I think you guys are going to be really surprised, so check out the results. Let's just start with this. You guys saw me plant this, I believe, February the 15th. These two rows, this red romaine, and then this is salad bowl mix. This is in this raised bed that came from Walmart. It's filled with potting mix. That's it. Now, the center lettuce is what I planted the same day I planted these grow bags. And I want you to see the size difference, okay? This is salad bowl lettuce from M.I. Gardner, red romaine. Don't know. There was some red. There's some, I think, tango leaf lettuce here. There's some kind of red lettuce. Then I went back with green. And then we have this. This is horrible. This had no fertilizer. None. None, none, none. I know potting mix says that it comes with fertilizer. A lot of these. I don't know what kind of potting mix was put in this bed. This bed was already here. This is terrible. Look at this. Look. This is my hand. That's how tall this is. Okay, yeah, I could thin it out, but then you look over here and that's thin. That is horrible. So look at the middle, okay? No fertilizer that was planted on the same day as this in these grow bags that was planted with chicken manure, okay? Yeah, it's thick, but it's a whole lot taller than what you just saw over here, okay? Like, look at the difference. There's no comparison. And this is what I said this year. I've had trouble with lettuce germinating. Like over there, there's a few. Some varieties did well. Each bag has a different variety. So you can tell this lettuce, whatever it was, is the same as this right here. And look at the size difference. Guys, there's no comparison. So this had no fertilizer in it. These grow bags, chicken manure, that was aged from last year. I literally let the bag sit and planted in them this year, okay? So this is why you need to see about fertilizer. You really need to contemplate using it, okay? Whether it be organic, whether it be, compost, worm castings, Miracle Grow, commercial, it doesn't matter. You need something, okay? Trust me, you need something, whatever you choose. Now, I'm going to show you salad bowl lettuce that is at a different location that was planted later than this in chicken manure with triple 13. Okay, so the same thing as that. It was planted maybe 2 weeks later than this, and I want you to see the results. Okay, so this little bed right here is made up completely of compost, just all sorts of stuff. Paper, chicken manure. Here's my chickens right here. I cleaned out their pen, used aged compost. It's not been weeded out. There's weeds all in it. I planted this lettuce a week or two after that in the raised bed that I just showed you with triple 13, and look at the difference, okay? I'm going to get down so you can see the height. There's no comparison. None. So the whole, it's not even been taken care of. I just let it go. I've got 2 volunteer tomato plants here. I've got an ant bed, so don't pay attention to that. But what I want you to pay attention to is the lettuce. So the whole moral of the story is, guys, I just don't think you can grow well without some kind of amendment. Whether it be all natural, whether it be commercial, whatever you choose. I have been down this road before, and I keep doing these experiments just to show you guys the proof and the truth that you can grow, but it will not be usually even worth having. Not in central Alabama, not what I'm doing, not in raised beds. I've tried in my pasture garden with clay soil tilled up, with no fertilizer whatsoever. You can't do it. You can't do it. It produces nothing. We had corn that was 2 foot tall. That was my first year because I didn't want to use fertilizer because everybody talks so bad about fertilizer. I get it. Whatever you choose to do, whether it be organic or inorganic, whether it be commercial, homemade, whatever, you need something. to help these plants grow. Because this is what you end up with if you use multiple methods or if you use fertilizer in general, okay? There's nothing wrong with using chicken manure. I use that constantly. I use it. I clean out these pens. I will put it in my raised beds, and it does great. And that's where I get a lot of these volunteers, too, from the chicken poop. If they eat scraps like tomato seeds, and then here you are. That's how you end up with that kind of stuff. But regardless, guys, this is the difference. And this is why it's so important to me. Because when I first started homesteading and I first started gardening, everybody was just totally against fertilizer. Then it came huge about compost, worm castings, whatever. I do not have these kind of results unless I use store-bought fertilizer. I'm being truthful, okay? You can choose to do whatever. You see the lettuce grown in straight chicken manure did better, okay? A lot better than the lettuce that was grown in nothing. But potting mix, straight potting mix, does not have enough fertilizer in it to get you these kind of results, okay? So don't make that mistake. I'm going to give you this tip too. If you use something like compost, chicken manure, things like that, that has to be added to continuously. You can't just create compost and be done with it and put it on your garden and think that it'll last a lifetime. You have to reapply, no different than if you were using Miracle Grow or planting with Triple 13 or whatever. Once you use a fertilizer, you have to go back and continuously reuse it and reapply, because the plants suck it up just like a sponge and they use it to grow. You need to constantly do that. I have made that mistake. I've put chicken manure on a garden and I thought it was great, and then a couple months later I didn't add anything else, or a couple weeks later. You have to go back and continuously reapply this stuff to keep your soil at the highest balance of nutrients. Somebody may argue with me on here. This is just my opinion. I'm trying to get y'all to grow and grow well, okay? The only way that I can grow plants that even look halfway decent, I use both methods. I use commercial and I use complete organic composted manure. There's nothing wrong with it. I've used worm castings. I've used complete compost. That's it. Still, with my compost, I like to use Triple 13. That's just me, okay? Now, I have this question all the time. When I plant my stuff, I had that question today. Drag out a row with a trowel if you're planting rows, or with a hoe, I'm sorry. Drag your row out, just like this line. Lay down your fertilizer if you're going to use that, okay? If you're going to use commercial bought fertilizer or chicken manure, either one, put it down in the row, then cover it up. You don't want your seeds sitting on that because it may burn it up. That's the only time that I've seen fertilizer burn something up, and I'll get into that in a second. Cover it up, then put your seed down, then cover that up with more soil, okay? You want a space of soil in between the seed and the fertilizer. You need that gap. That way the fertilizer at the bottom will fertilize the seed, the roots, whatnot. You can go back through here and side dress this. You can, again, this is a terrible bed. I'm just showing you the height of the plant. Dig out a row beside this. You can add chicken manure, you can add compost, you can add commercial fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, whatever, then cover it up. That's what I prefer to do, okay? Now, as far as chicken manure burning up plants, I have never had that happen. Everybody says that it will. I have never seen it happen. What you do, if you're going to put down chicken manure beside these plants, again, dig a trench, lay it down, cover it up, water it, or either make sure that a lot of rain is coming. If it gets enough water, it will not burn up your plants if you do this once they are established. I could do that now beside these plants. If they were new sprouts, I would not be doing that. So you need to wait several weeks in between fertilizing whatever you may be doing, unless this is very, very well-aged, well-mixed compost, okay? The best thing is this right here, chicken manure. A lot of people like rabbit manure. Chicken manure is just so high in ammonia and nitrogen makes plants shoot up and grow in growth spurts, okay? But it's hot, which means it can burn up the roots of these plants if you water it heavily behind it, and especially if you cover it up. Now, I've laid it just beside my plants. And they say that you could get salmonella from that, or E. coli, or whatever. I get it. There's a risk in everything you do. That's not advised to do that unless it is well-aged manure, at least 6 months, composted, blah, blah, blah. Everything you do will have a risk. If you dehydrate eggs, you can have, in a dehydrator, make egg powder. You can have a risk of salmonella with that. That's not, I don't believe, FDA approved. A lot of people do it. You're going to have to decide what's best for you and your family growing this type of food and doing this type of stuff. Okay, so here's the proof is in the pudding, guys. We'll keep doing what we're doing. There's no shame in not using fertilizer, not using organic methods, whatever you choose to do. You can grow anything, it just may not be great, okay? It just may not be great, but if you want it to be great, you need to use some kind of fertilizer, whether it's bought, compost, whatever. All right, guys, we'll see you next time on Harmon Homestead Ranch.